Brian Wilson. Just saying his name conjures up the golden glow of California days, the sound of waves and harmonies that wrap around your heart. On June 11, 2025, we lost him at the age of 82. It's impossible to overstate what Brian meant to music, to creativity, to all of us who ever put on a Beach Boys record and felt the world shift just a little. Brian was more than a founding Beach Boy, he was the architect. At just 19, he gathered his two brothers, his cousin and a friend, and created a sound that defined an era. Songs like Surfin' USA, California Girls, and Fun Fun Fun, those weren't just hits, they were anthems for a generation dreaming of the sea and sun. But here's the thing, behind all that sunshine, Brian was building something special, something profoundly complex. From 1962 to 1966, the Beach Boys stormed the charts with hit after hit, but what set them apart was Brian's genius in the studio. Those harmonies? No one else was doing it quite like him. And then came Pet Sounds in 1966. Now if you've ever put on that album, you know it's not just music, it's a journey. Lush, wistful melodies, classical instruments next to rock guitars, even an electro-theremin. It blew minds, including the Beatles, who said it changed the way they thought about albums. And Good Vibrations? That record took 6 months to make. 6 months! Brian spliced together different sections, what he called feels, into a pop symphony. It was revolutionary. Yet, for all his brilliance, Brian's life was never easy. He battled mental illness for decades, faced abuse growing up, and lost himself for a while to drugs and reclusion. The Smile album, which was meant to be his magnum opus, ended up shelved for nearly 40 years. But even in those lost years, his work resonated deeply. Even the happiest Beach Boys tunes, if you listen close, are full of longing and vulnerability. In My Room, Don't Worry Baby, there's a sadness there that's as real as the sunshine. Against the odds, Brian came back. Solo albums, triumphant tours where he finally played Pet Sounds and Smile live, surrounded by musicians who could finally do his creations justice. Audiences the world over, me included, were left in awe, witnessing a legend finally getting his due. Brian Wilson's legacy? More than 100 million records sold, a place in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and a body of music that changed pop forever. As Bob Dylan once joked, Brian's musical ear should be in the Smithsonian. So today I remember Brian Wilson not just as a Beach Boy, but as a visionary, a survivor, and a master of melody and feeling. His music will echo long after the last wave has crashed. If you love Brian and the Beach Boys as much as I do, don't forget to like and subscribe to Das Tunes for more stories that keep the music alive. Thanks for listening, and keep those good vibrations going.